Hi everybody, welcome to Honda Queensway. Today we're doing some basic tire talk, and today as guest we have Charlie, one of our suppliers, and the president of the Ontario Tire Dealers Association. Good morning, Charlie.
Hi, Andy.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Okay, we got some basic tire talk today.
Awesome.
Okay, Charlie, welcome in again to Tire Talk here at Honda Queensway. I have a few questions here for our viewers who need to get some basic tire knowledge and what the difference are between tire ratios, all-season tires and winter tires. And today's first question I ask, what is the difference between an all-season and a winter tire?
So the difference between an all-season and a winter tire is that a winter tire is designed to stay soft and pliable when the temperature is at or below 7 degrees Celsius, which means that the tire can handle the ice breaking, snow traction. It's got a lot more siping and grooves in the tread compound as well to make the handling a lot more superior to an all-season tire.
Okay, I understand totally. Thank you, Charlie. Okay, thanks for clearing that up between an all-season and winter. Now, there's a snowflake on the side of a winter tire. What does that designate?
So the snowflake symbol on the sidewall of a tire is called the three-peak mountain snowflake, or 3PMS. And what that designates is that is an approved winter tire for Canadian winters.
Oh, 3-peak. I didn't know that. Very good. Thank you very much, Charlie.
You're welcome.
Now that brings the next question. Now they have all-weather tires. What are the advantages and disadvantages of owning an all-weather tire in your opinion?
That's an interesting one. So an all-weather tire is basically a compromise between an all-season and a winter tire. The advantage is that you only need one set of tires. The disadvantage is that it's not going to perform as well as a dedicated all-season or a dedicated winter tire. But if you're retired and you really don't need to drive all that much when the weather's really, really bad, and you don't do a lot of kilometers, an all-weather tire could be a great option for you.
Now, on all tires, there are numbers on the side of the tire. For those who need to clarify what those numbers mean, can you tell us what they are?
So the big numbers on the sidewall of the tire designate size of the tire. So there's the first number, which let's use a 205 55 16 as an example. 205 is the width of the tire in millimeters. The next number, 55, is the percentage of the width that makes up the sidewall height of the tire. So 55% of 205 is the height of the sidewall. And then typically there's an R and then the last two numbers, and in this case 16. That's 16 inches, which is the diameter of the rim of the tire. So 205, 55, R16 is the size of the tire.
Fantastic, thank you. Next question. Alongside of that, there's another set of numbers which says load and speed index. Can you help us clarify the significance of that and how important that is when getting quotes from tires from other suppliers?
So the load and speed index is a great one. So there's a first set of numbers, which is usually 2 or 3 digits. So 96 or 101 or 104. That is the load index of the vehicle. And it's really important that customers understand that the manufacturer has specified a load index that that tire needs to have to meet the manufacturer specifications for the vehicle. So you need to be at or above when you're buying tires for your vehicle. If your vehicle calls for a 104 load index, you cannot put a 96 load index on your vehicle. It will be unsafe and you could have some issues. The second is usually a letter designation like an H, a V, a T, a W, a Y. That's called the speed index. Now, the speed index designates how much heat that tire can dissipate at high temperatures when you're driving down the road. So it's absolutely critical that people understand that if your vehicle calls for a V-rated all-season tire, that you need to find a V or higher designation. It's a little complicated, but Honda Queensway, the folks here, can help any of your customers understand exactly what they need to meet the minimum requirements for their vehicle.
Fantastic, thank you. The next one is a biggie, Charlie, and we've been asked and questioned about this, and it's been in the social media as far as after production when the tire has been made, how many years is it safe to actually buy that tire?
Andy, that's a great question. So the DOT date on the sidewall of the tire gives you the manufactured year of that tire. Now, industry standards suggests that about 10 years is the total lifespan of the tire from the manufacturer date. However, how the tire is stored is going to dictate the lifespan of the tire more than anything else. If that tire is sitting out in the sun, exposed to temperature and humidity fluctuations when it's not on your vehicle, it's going to age much more prematurely than if it's stored correctly indoors, out of the sun, climate controlled. When it comes to buying tires, buying within 2 to 3 years of the manufacture date is considered perfectly acceptable. In some cases, even more if the tire again is stored correctly, because that the total lifespan of the tire is going to be approximately 10 years.
Okay, great. Thanks for explaining that. Now, as you were mentioning, storage plays a key role. Here at Honda Queensway, we do have storage available to our customers at a price of $130 per season, which is climate controlled as well. So if you're interested in storing tires, or when you buy the vehicle here at Honda Queensway with snow tires, that option is there to avoid stress and making things readily available for you in the fall when you come for your snow tires. And again, thank you, Charlie, for being here today and explaining a lot of our basic tire knowledge. Again, thank you very much for being here today.
Thanks for having me, Andy.